Hey there everybody, Johnny T here, and today I'm going to go over another collection of watches. These are kind of the next batch of watches I'm going to put away or try to sell. Do have a lot of watches, so gotta get through a lot of these and see what I can do, but yeah, we've got a lot of different kinds of watches. This one over here is a Hamilton watch. It's a Frogman that is currently in some state of repair. The crystal on this was shattered, and I'm working on getting a new crystal for it. And yeah, it was apparently delivered in the mail, but I never received it. So, anyways, it's one of these here. Yeah, I believe this is the Frogman. So, it's waiting for a new crystal on that guy, and hopefully I'll have it repaired soon. But I think I have to buy another crystal because, like I said, the one was apparently delivered and never made it. So, I'm just gonna talk about a bunch of these watches and just kind of go from there. Some of these you guys have probably seen before, others perhaps not. So, let's get the camera down. And we will start with some Citizens, I believe. Okay, so the first watch that I want to talk about is this Citizen Blue Angels watch. It's taken a charge pretty well. I've been charging it for the last week on the windowsill. Seems to be holding a charge pretty well. The biggest problem with this watch is it's got a big old chunk missing out of the crystal over here. I don't know if that's affecting the structural integrity of this watch or not. I feel like that crystal probably needs to be replaced, honestly. Aside from that, though, it's beautiful. It's got the bracelet, and there's a lot of links that came with this watch as well. Here's the case back of that. These are really cool watches. They're aviation inspired. And the module this watch uses is a where is it? U680. It's a Blue Angels Skyhawk AT. And then I've had this watch before. I think I've actually owned. This is the third version of this watch that I've owned. This is a really cool titanium Citizen watch. It's a chronograph, solar powered, eco drive. But the fact that it's titanium makes it very light. It's also a relatively thin-ish watch. Titanium, I've never seen chunks missing out titanium like that before. This watch was pretty beat up when I got it. The module for this watch is... Oh, it also has a sapphire crystal. What is it? B612. So this watch you can get on eBay for, I want to say, like 100 to 150. It's a lot of watch for the money. It's a pretty good looking chronograph, sapphire crystal, titanium, pretty awesome. And then this Blue Angels, I want to say, in good condition goes for somewhere between, I don't know, 250 to 450 maybe. And this bezel is bi-directional, which is pretty cool. And then we just have a Casio. This is just your standard Casio analog digital watch. I think these watches are worth like 20 bucks. It's a F180WH. What is there to really say about it? This one's pretty beat up. I'm not entirely sure what I can get for this, but maybe I include it in a lot of Casios. I'm not sure yet. Here's another Citizen watch. This one is a Citizen dive watch. This is a nice looking watch. It does have some scratches on this, on the very, very tip of that crystal that seems to be above the bezel. This watch has excellent lume, 300 meters of water resistance, eco drive, beautiful. It also has this really cool sunburst style dial. This is a lot of watch for the money. I want to say this watch goes for, I don't know, somewhere between 150 to 250 on eBay. There's also a version of this watch that comes with a depth gauge. This one is not that version. The module for this watch is E168. And yeah, this is, if you want a really cool dive watch, like, I mean, maybe you should stop thinking about Seiko SKX 007, start thinking about these Citizen dive watches, because it's a lot of watch for the money, and they look good too, and they're well made. So this is like kind of like a standard like mall Citizen watch in my mind. It is Ego Drive, it is a chronograph, but this bezel doesn't rotate at all. It's just there for decoration, which is kind of weird. It really threw me off, because I didn't think Citizen was known for making these kinds of like fashion watches, I guess, because it's not functional at all. This watch is worth probably $80, I think. And this one is a B612. This is an okay watch. I'm not really, I don't have any like feelings towards this one at all, actually. And then we have a Seiko. This is a woman's Seiko watch. This is a watch with a diamond accent bezel and a mother of pearl dial. That dial is stunning. Kind of looks like a snowflake or something like that, doesn't it? Just a small little woman's watch. Nothing really to write home about. It does have a sapphire crystal. The movement this Seiko uses is a 7N82, if you want to look that up. Yeah, that's a pretty stunning little woman's watch, actually. I really like this watch quite a bit. I believe this crown is, yeah, it's going on straight, and it's got the little capuchon. I've got a Seiko watch that's missing one of those. That threw me off. Okay, so this is a Luminox. This watch also threw me off, because usually these Luminoxes have all this writing around the bezel, but this watch has been worn so much that all of that is missing, and I could have sworn I was able to rotate this bezel at one point, but now it doesn't want to rotate at all. Yeah, this is a really beat up Luminox. I think I paid like $30 for it. It's probably worth like $70 maybe in this condition. It's hard to say. The tritium, so it's got tritium in the indices on the chapter ring and in the hands. I don't think it even glows anymore. This watch is so old, but I thought it was pretty cool, so I bought it. We'll see what I end up doing with this one. It's a Navy SEALs 200 meter water resistance watch. It does have a code on the back here, but I don't really feel like fumbling with that at the moment. Okay, so we do have another Citizen. This is a Citizen Bryson. This Citizen has a diamond accent bezel as well. You're going to notice that's a theme of some of these watches that I've been collecting. Eco Drive. This one I believe has perpetual calendar. Yep, and 100 meters of water resistance. It's two-tone. Kind of a dressy looking watch, although there's a lot going on there. I don't know. I don't really feel too much about this watch. I think it's just too like old school looking for my taste personally. I think that might be a sapphire crystal. No, I think it is mineral, and this one's using an E870 movement. So yeah, kind of a cool watch, kind of flashy, not really my taste. So this is a cleaner looking Citizen watch. This one kind of has like that Seiko monster indice, like the vampire teeth or whatever, shark teeth. This is a good Citizen, although out of these two, I would prefer the one on the right with the sapphire and the titanium than this one. They're pretty similar, although this one has the chronograph's a little different. But yeah, this is just your basic chronograph. I want to say this watch is worth about $70 as well. It's not a bad bracelet, actually. I quite like the bracelet on this watch. And the module this one uses is a B642. I've been charging this watch recently too, so I'm curious to see if it'll hold a charge. I think it will. I think I've talked about this watch before. This is a Tissot. This is a small titanium watch with the sapphire crystal that I fixed a while ago. It's keeping good time. I think this watch, the code on this is T640. 200 meters of water resistance. Yeah, sapphire crystal. This is honestly a ton of watch for the size. I want to say this watch, and I think it has loomed indices and You know what? I don't think the indices are illumined, but the hands are. I want to say this watch is probably worth 150 to 250, most likely. It needs to be cleaned still. But yeah, this is a really cool watch. I really enjoyed working on that one. This one I picked up at a thrift store. I think I paid like $5 for this watch. Okay, so this is a Bulova Dior. This is a 14 karat gold watch. I paid quite a bit for this watch. I think I paid $550 for it. The amount of gold that is in it is about that much, so I paid exactly spot price for this exact time. This watch does work. I have hand wound it. I don't think it runs well. It needs to be serviced, but yeah, this is a beautiful little 14 karat gold watch. I think everybody should have a solid gold watch, at least one. Doesn't have to be like with band, you know, maybe just the watch case itself is gold. But yeah, I think having some gold in your collection is just a good idea. I'm not selling this watch, obviously. I'm gonna hold on to this one for a while. And then we have the Citizen. This is another watch that I have fixed a long time ago. I have timed it. I believe it's keeping good time. And this is another watch that I believe I can sell soon. It is an hour off because I said it before, or it's off by daylight saving, basically, which is supposed to be that way. The module on this watch is 6031. It's a very thick watch. This is a nice man's watch, actually. It's got that tank style. I want to say this is probably worth about 150, somewhere around there. Got a Winnie the Pooh watch. This is just a, I don't even know if this is a Disney. Okay, so I guess it is a Disney watch. This one is a E-Watch Factory Winnie the Pooh, assembled in China. It's just got a Chinese leather band on it. This watch is probably worth 20 to 40. Somebody who likes Winnie the Pooh would like to have a watch like that, I think. Okay, and then we got a G-Shock. This G-Shock, I don't think there's anything really special about it. It feels like any other G-Shock I've used. It probably has all the same features too. I don't think there's anything special about this one. This is a GD100. It is module 3263. 3263, yeah, that's what I said. Seems to be keeping good time. It's very beat up, very used, but yeah, I think I could probably get $40 for this watch, maybe, if I'm lucky. Okay, so we have a Casio. This is like the Arnie, I believe. I believe it's an AMW watch. This is not, so I've recently done a video of a different style of this watch that I had recently repaired. This watch is not that one. I have another one. These are pretty collectible. This one needs to be cleaned too before I sell it. But I have probably owned 10 plus of these kinds of watches, and they're very collectible and they sell very well. And this one still has a lot of the links that went with the watch. I think somebody only took one link out of it, so it could fit on a fairly large wrist. And yeah, this is an AMW 320R module 2701. Arnie is what they call these. Doesn't matter what, just the style is called Arnie as far as I could tell. So pretty cool watch. Analog digital. And then we have a Whitnewer, I'm pronouncing that properly, Pegasus watch. This is a, I would say it's a woman's watch. It's a small watch. It's probably like 24 to 28 millimeter or something like that. Doesn't really have a code on it. This is the original band, but I thought it was a really cool watch when I was working on it, and I think this watch is worth about 60 to 80. So we'll see about that. What else do we have? So let's see. This is one that we haven't looked at yet. Nobody's seen this one yet. So this is a Seiko. I think it's called a Prospex. This one's made in Japan. This is a rare watch. There's not many of these on eBay. This has a friction fit bezel. It's a slide rule bezel. This is aviation inspired. It is a automatic watch. I haven't really done anything with it in a very long time, but I do plan on selling this watch pretty soon. It is using a 4R35B, and yeah, you can probably find it by looking up 4R35. Otherwise, I don't really know what this watch is called, but it's a really cool watch. It's a very large watch. I want to say it's probably like 42 to 44 millimeter. It's a huge watch. It's a pretty cool watch. I haven't really worn it too much. I believe this is Hardlex. I think this is also... Yeah, it's not a screw down crown, so it's probably 100 meters water resistance. Yeah, but really cool watch. I want to see these are worth like 400-ish. We'll see. So I've got this Mido. This is the Mido Ocean Star Tribute watch. This watch does run. It doesn't run as well as I had hoped. I think the beat error is a little wonky. I want to say yeah, this bezel is super tight. This is an interesting watch. I can change the bezel when I'm not wearing gloves, but when I'm wearing gloves it's quite tight, and it's also very smooth. But yeah, this watch, I got the box and papers with this watch as well. I want to say this watch is worth 600-ish, which kind of blows my mind because I think retail, like MSRP on this watch, was either 1200 or 14. And it's using a Swiss movement. It's a really nice watch. Like, even this bracelet is just amazing. This is one of the most comfortable bracelets I've ever worn, actually. I would say this watch is a tremendous amount of value for the money. For 600 bucks, yeah. This is a ton of watch for 600. Swiss made. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, so there's that. It's really cool. This is it needs a new battery. I'm going to do a video on this very soon. You can see that it's ticking every like 3 or 4 seconds. So this is a Diamond Pave Invicta, sapphire crystal. This watch has a really interesting bracelet. I've never seen anything like it on another watch. The model on this, so it is a limited edition, I believe. Is this gonna open? Yes. So it is a Invicta Swiss Diamond Model 2972 limited edition out of 1200 sapphire crystal, 100 meters water resistance. Yeah, this watch has a lot of diamonds in it, and it really does sparkle quite a bit when you wear it. This watch is probably worth 600 to 800, I think, because of the diamonds, obviously. Yeah, this is a watch I bought for my wife, but she doesn't really wear it, so I think I'm gonna end up selling it, unfortunately. I don't want to, but she likes the Garmin that I got her. Let's see, what else do I have? I've got this Croton, whatever you call it. Oh, that last watch obviously was a quartz. This one's an automatic. This uses basically the miniature version of a ETA 28242. It's Swiss made automatic. It looks really good, actually. It's got a really nice bracelet, and check that out. It's like a mini little 28242. I forget what the movement's called, but that's basically what it is. And look at how small this watch is. It is so small, and it's got that little automatic movement in it. It's only got 100 meters of water resistance, but I mean, this is a tool watch, and it's a nice one, and it's Croton. Like, they're not really known for their watches, but I found this watch, and I was like, I have to have it, and it really does exceed my expectations in all honesty. So I don't know what the model number is on this one. It does use sapphire. I honestly don't know how you would find it, but I think if you just look up Croton women's automatic Swiss made watch, you'll eventually find this. So really cool watch, rare, very rare. I think I haven't seen any other one like it on eBay, actually, believe it or not. Okay, now we have a so this is the Seiko Atlas. This is also an automatic watch. This is a Seiko 5 model. This is using a 7S36, but if you look that up, there's going to be a ton of Seikos using that. This is an Atlas, though. That's how you could find it. It's got another nickname, too. I can't remember what it is, but you should just shake this guy around a little bit. It should start. This is actually a unidirectional bezel, which is weird, but that's kind of how that goes. And then it also has a rotating bezel internally. So really cool watch, pretty unique. And believe it or not, I think you can get this watch for around, man, I want to say like 200-ish, maybe 250 on eBay. So this is becoming like the new SKX 007. This is a watch that a lot of people are suggesting people pick up instead of the 007s. So I really like it, actually. It's quite chunky. The bracelet's kind of meh, but man, the way this watch looks, it's just awesome. And it is a Seiko 5 Sport, so you do have to deal with that on the dial. But it's also got 23 jewel here and 200 meters of water resistance. Like, this is a legit watch, and this is screw down too. Yeah, not a bad substitute, I guess, for the SKX 007, right? Alright, I got cut off because my camera only likes to record in about 20-minute increments. So the next watch we're going to talk about is this E-Guard. This E-Guard has a dual open heart balance wheel movement. Now the thing is only one of these is actually engaging with the timekeeping. Like, it's only one of these is really working to run the watch. The other one is for decoration. But this is a limited edition carbon fiber. I think this might even be sapphire crystal. And then it's got the Mayan calendar on the back, which is extremely cool. I believe the model is 3587. The thickness on this watch is like, I want to say 16 millimeter. It's very, very, very thick. Huge watch, very top heavy. All that glass on there. It's also curved. Yeah, this is a totally unique watch. There's no other watch in my collection like it, and there probably never will be another watch in my collection like it. So, yeah, really cool watch. I think it's worth about 400-ish. Okay, the next watch I want to talk about is this Citizen ProMaster. So this watch has a lot going for it. First of all, the die bezel is amazing. It's very tactile and smooth at the same time. I don't really know how to explain it, but I love this bezel a lot. Now, this Citizen watch is not like the rest of them. It's got a GMT hand. Also, the color scheme, this green and blue, I've never seen this before. And it also has one of these. More and more watches are implementing this sort of adjustable ratcheting dive bezel, or dive clasp, which is extremely cool. And this is one of those watches. And not only that, but it also has a sapphire crystal. Sapphire right there. So this is a ton of watch for the money, actually. I want to say MSRP on these were like somewhere between $450 to $650, I think. But you could get these used on eBay for like I think they're like $250. It's insane. GMT, ISO rated, 200 meters water resistance, sapphire crystal, Citizen Eco Drive with this kind of bracelet for $250. It's kind of crazy. So if anybody's in the market for a very, very nice dive watch, and they have different color schemes. I don't remember what they are, but this one in particular is green and blue. But there are different colors out there. Keep an eye out for this one. And the module for this watch is a... let's see if I can find it. B877. Yeah, I'm telling you, these are like $250, maybe $300. Extremely good value for money. Extremely good. And then, what else do I have? I have this other Croton, whatever. So this one's actually using the ETA 28242 movement. Okay, so I got these. I had to get the set, which is why I got the women's watch too. Look at this. How cool is that? Got a green and a yellow. I do have the bracelet for this one as well, but I wanted to put this. This went to a Hamilton watch. It's obviously disgusting, but I just used an alcohol wipe and wiped it off, and I've been wearing this watch with this band for a little bit. So yeah, ETA 28242, Swiss made, Croton. These watches, they're super cheap. Like, I've got a ton of off-brand watches that have Swiss ETA 28242s in them. Like, I feel like I've got an Invicta, I've got a Victorinox, I've got this Croton, I've got some off-brand, like it's called ETA, like it's literally called an ETA watch, which is so weird because the movement's ETA. But yeah, these are not bad, and it's sapphire crystal. You got your rotating bezel. This bezel doesn't feel amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but it looks good, and I love this deep green. I want to say you can find watches like these, and it's also got a screw down crown, 100 degrees water resistance. You can find watches like this for 150 to 300, I think, with a Swiss movement in it. Not bad. Although the Glycine Combat sub is extremely hard to beat. I mean, I think that watch alone has dropped all of these kind of watches with ETA 28242s in them down significantly, because I want to say even like 5 years ago, you know, any watch with this movement, I want to say it was like 300 minimum, but they've all been dropping down in price because it seems like everybody's got a Swiss made automatic watch now. It's kind of crazy. So there's that, and then we have this, and this is an Lorus. It is a Lorus something or other. I don't know what model it is specifically. Sapphire crystal. It's using the modified ETA 28242. They call it a 635 engine. I believe the model number for this is 7534. 100 meters of water resistance. Using a Ritchie band. The reason for that is the original band for this watch is very, very small. Like, my wrist can't even fit on this. This is how I got it, and it's just too small. It needs a new band, and so I figured I'd put this band on it. And the original band does make the watch fill out more because of how the strap actually comes out like this. So it makes this seem like it's not so thin. You know, like it's not such a small strap or lug width anyways. But this is still a 20 millimeter lug width, you know, like that's not bad, especially for a moderate sized watch. So, and I want to say this one's about 40 millimeter case size. This is a really cool watch. I want to say this watch is worth 200 or 400-ish, maybe 400 to 600, like most Loruses are. But yeah, I really like this watch a lot, actually. And then what else do we have? We've got a Seiko over here. No, it's a Zodiac. Yeah, we need to talk about this watch. Okay, so I've got a Zodiac here. I think I have a video of me fixing this watch, maybe. I can't remember. It may have come... You know, this one, I think the battery was replaced in this when I bought it, actually. So this is an incredibly rare new old stock. Still has the sticker on it. Zodiac Marine Life watch. This is a crazy watch. I didn't even know Zodiac made this watch until I just stumbled upon it. So it has a unidirectional bezel, 200 meters water resistant, loomed indices, loomed hands, screw down crown. This bracelet is kind of crazy. It's beat up though, so that's weird. I don't think this watch has been worn, but the bracelet sure does have some wear on it, which is interesting. So I don't know if I could advertise this as new old stock. Maybe I could do new old stock with damage. The back of this does not have its sticker either, but look at that. 53110226, I believe is the model number. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever seen. I'm starting to think that it's got a dive clasp too, which is pretty cool. There we go. I'm starting to think that this one is probably not new, actually, but it's close enough. So it's in very good condition. I don't think. Yeah, this bezel doesn't have any scratches on it, so it could be unworn. It could have been you know what? This could have been a display watch. It's probably what it was, a display watch. That's why it's probably scuffed up a little bit. But yeah, I've never seen this model of the Zodiac before. I think it's probably made in the 90s, I think. This watch is worth probably 500-ish. I think. I don't know. I can't find one exactly like it, but I think I've seen the other Marine Life Zodiac watches on eBay go for, yeah, I think it's around 500. So this is an extremely cool watch, and man, the bracelet doesn't seem that comfortable. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It looks like it's gonna pull your hairs off, honestly, but yeah, this is one of the more obscure pieces in my collection at the moment. And then I've got this watch. So this is kind of like a you guys seen the Gucci watch that's like this with the removable bezels? It's kind of like that. It's a Swiss-made watch. Giorgio, Beverly Hills. It's the same exact concept. These ones twist off, and then the plastic ones press on. Or at least they used to. Yeah. So you just press that on, and now you have a blue bezel. Pretty cool. And then when you're done with that, you take it off somehow. Just like that. It's not super easy, but it does work. It's got a silver and a gold bezel. Yeah, pretty interesting. So something like this. So if you found a Gucci watch that looked like this with all of its bezels in very good condition, that's like $600 or $800. This one, I think it's worth 200-ish, but I don't know because I haven't seen one of these sell on eBay yet. But people want a lot of money for them, so fingers crossed, I guess. We'll see. I don't know what to think about it yet. Let's see, what else? I think that's pretty much it. And just to go back to the that Hamilton Frogman. Here's the case back for that watch. And this watch is worth, I want to say used, like 600 to 800. Got to get a new crystal on it first, though. Yeah, H776050 is the model number for this one. It's pretty cool. Okay, well, I think that's going to do it for this video. It's probably going on like 30 plus minutes now. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, if this was interesting, feel free to like and subscribe, leave me a comment. That all helps tremendously. Anything helps. But yeah, thanks for checking out my collection with me, and I hope everyone has a great day.